Okay, so picking up where I left off, I am starting the third row. And if we look back at the previous one that I did, the third row is going to be this row right here. So let's see, I just did 2 rows. So yes, that means in this third row, I'm doing treble crochets so that 3 of them go into the space that I created. And then there's 1 on each end all the way across. So let's do that. So we're gonna do 2, 3 chain stitches to make it the right height and turn, and I'm gonna start by treble crocheting 1 here, and then the rest of the way across I find the spaces and I put 3 in each space. So 1 treble crochet, 2 treble crochets, and 3. There we go. All right, so it's going to look like that all the way across, and I've just got to get in my little rhythm. Here we go. So in the interim, while actually what happened was my phone ran out of space. So I need to figure out what to do about that if I'm going to continue making long videos like this. And yeah, I don't really know what to do about that. So after my phone ran out of space, I decided I needed to go ahead and upload some things. So I uploaded the first 2 parts of me crocheting this onto YouTube, and that way then I also put the video on kind of on my, I have like backups of all my videos and pictures that go onto my Google Drive. So yeah, so I got that backed up, and then I deleted them and made more space, and now I can video more and crochet more. So anyway, that's what I was doing. And yeah, if anybody happens to see this and has ideas about what to do about making these videos either easier to upload or how to store videos better or better way to record them, I'm all ears, because I don't really know. So one thing that I was telling you guys about was YouTube, LawTube, and how I got started listening to YouTube and watching YouTube. I do a lot more listening than I do watching, because normally I'm doing something else while it's on. But one of the things that I think is so cool about LawTube is that they do a whole lot of lives, and specifically that's Ian Runkle, who's the lawyer that I watch the most. I used to watch Rob a lot too, but he has not made videos in a very long time, which is sad. So yeah, he does lives, and currently I don't have enough subscribers or followers, I don't even know what it's called on YouTube, to be able to make lives yet, but maybe someday. So that would be fun. I think one thing that's cool about that is that you can actually have a conversation with people as you're on a video like this. So I could be sitting here crocheting, watching my phone as it's, well, assuming I can do it via the phone. I don't even know, because he does it on a computer. But maybe it would be possible to be doing this. And then I could see on my phone as comments pop up, and I could talk to people and ask questions and answer questions, and that would be fun. So maybe someday. I don't know if it'll be on YouTube or on something else. I don't even know. I'm trying out all of the social media right now. I've always just had Facebook, and it's just kind of a personal one. I've tried a business Facebook when I was doing more painting, and I don't know. Facebook is old. I mean, came out when I was in college, so it's pretty old. Yeah. So I'm trying to branch out a little bit. I have had a personal Instagram probably for about 13 years or so. And I think I've posted a total of 8 things. Probably 5 or 6 of them were right after I got it. And the only things I posted in the past year were things promoting my children. So, for example, there was a video, or no, a picture of some of the girls on my daughter's soccer team, including my daughter, as they were doing a car wash to raise some money. And then one of my other daughters was in a play and they were raising money. Those are the only things I posted on there. So, I don't know. I used to post on Facebook all the time. I don't do that so much anymore either. So, I don't know. For some reason right now it just feels better posting like this anonymously, posting on Instagram and TikTok and Instagram and YouTube anonymously. Maybe someday I'll put my face on, but for now, faceless and just chatting. So, anyway, I'm actually starting to get used to this where the phone is in between me and my work, and I'm literally just watching the phone and crocheting, and it's actually working really well. So, maybe not quite as fast as it normally would be, but seems to be okay. All right, so here comes the other problem. What about when I run out of things to talk about? I keep thinking of Ian Runkle, which is hilarious. Because he never runs out of stuff to talk about. He is very chatty. I think he's naturally chatty. I am not naturally chatty. I am very much an introvert. So I guess he probably thinks of stuff ahead of time to talk about. So maybe I should have done that before I started crocheting, but oh well. I'll try that next time. So y'all are definitely, I say y'all as if anybody's watching this, but if anybody watches this, you are definitely getting the beginnings of my figuring out how to do this. So thank you for listening to me ramble a little bit. Which reminded me of the Nat King Cole song, Ramblin' Rose. And I will not sing for you. We don't know each other that well yet. So yes, Nat King Cole. Why not talk about him? He is a fabulous singer. Wish he had done more singing. He did a lot of singing, but you can never get enough songs from an artist you like. A current artist that I like is Josh Groban. Very much enjoy his singing. Beautiful voice. And other than that, I don't listen to very much popular music. I'm not a music person. I'm a YouTube person. And one thing I've learned about myself in this past year is that I am also neurodivergent, which was not something I was aware of until the age of 43. So I think that has helped explain some of my own idiosyncrasies, including the fact that I would prefer to listen to people talk to me on YouTube instead of listening to music. Unless I'm cleaning. If I'm cleaning, sometimes I like to blare music really loud, but that's normally musicals or Disney songs. Yeah. All right, so I am almost to the end of this row. 1, 2, 3, There we go, a few more. Let's keep going. After this row, so this is the treble crochet row. The next row, that means will be another double crochet row. On that one, pretty sure it is double crochet and then a space and then another double crochet and then a space all the way across. So that one's pretty easy. It'll probably go by pretty quickly. And then after that, I literally start the repeat of all the rows. So that means this will be the one. So I'll do another, so every, the way this pattern goes, you have a treble crochet, double crochet, treble crochet, double crochet, and then it goes back to this one right here. So that is going to be the pattern, and I have to do it over and over and over again for a really long time until the back of the sweater is as tall as I want it to be. And then I will finish it off with, I believe, one of these rows is the very final row. So after that, I will have to decide if I'm going to make the front panels separately, like the pattern calls for, or if I'm going to attach them and directly crochet them off of this one so I don't have a seam. So that's a decision that's upcoming. All right, let's see. Almost to the end here. All right, let's see. Oh, two more. There we go. 1, 2. So I wanted to start telling you about my vacation, but I don't want to get started and then stop when I have to finish the row. So that's what's going to come up. Let's see. Finish this row, explain the next row, and then I want to talk about vacation because that was so much fun. All right, let's see. There we go. All right, so that's the last of the 3 in this space, and then I do 1 to finish off the end and the final stitch. 2, 3, and then I'm gonna chain 2, and I'll turn my work and begin the next row. So the next row is going to be double crochet and a space and a double crochet all the way across. Space, skip that stitch, double crochet here, and chain 1 for the space, skip the next stitch all the way across. So our vacation this year was to Siesta Key, which is absolutely lovely. It's a beautiful place in Florida that we went to for the first time 2 years ago, and oh, it was so lovely. When we were there 2 years ago, we were staying right on the beach, and not in the actual Siesta Key beach, because that is way too many people for me, but we were staying at a much smaller beach on the same key, and it was so lovely. It was very family oriented, very quiet. I'm very much a quiet person, not a party person, not a loud beach person with lots of people. And it was just exactly what we'd been looking for. In fact, when we visited that time, we said we never wanted to go anywhere else ever again. And the last day of our vacation, 2 years ago, there was a hurricane. And we literally had to leave a day early because the hurricane was hitting as we were packing up. I had not been paying attention to the weather at all. And yeah, so thankfully that one was a small hurricane. But in October of 2026, Florida got hit pretty hard by 2 hurricanes in a row. And one of them completely washed out the little place where we had stayed. Literally the entire first floor had 3 feet of water and sand in it. And so, oh, it was so sad. I felt so bad for the people there. And so it made it so that last year it still wasn't fixed all the way, and we didn't get to go there last year. But we got to go this year, which was lovely. Sadly, the beach changed a lot. I think if you look at my previous videos, or if you're on YouTube, I guess you could look at my shorts. And there were some videos that I shared from there, and the beach there is now very rocky. And the water comes right up to the rocks, which is not what it was like before. There used to be a beach on the other side of those rocks. There were rocks there, and there were sand dunes, and then there was a beach that you could walk down and get to the water, instead of the water coming up all the way to the rocks. So that was sad to see. It made it so that if we wanted to actually go out and sit on a beach right by the waves, we had to walk down past where we were staying and down to another little beach right near us. But it wasn't too bad of a walk, and it was still just absolutely gorgeous. It was so calm, so quiet and peaceful. It just is such a treat to be able to actually look out your window and see ocean. It feels somehow just so calming and healing and peaceful